The police here with me. I've got Tom Sunderland just behind me. There he is, not looking happy. So let's go back to what's going on. And still down at Rufford, as you can see, the road is completely closed down that end. Fire engine's now gone. And here we are again with the police cars here. And a very unhappy looking Tom. Oh, at least we've got a smile out of him. Let's have a little wander around. Looking at the depths, because this is such a hazard, of course. So I'm literally standing in the middle of the Ford, and it's, yeah. Oh, old lady being taken away there. I wonder what she's done wrong. Maybe it was aggravation with an umbrella. I don't know. But yeah, so no traffic, no nothing. Everything's closed still. So I'm down here with Tom. We're not entirely sure when it will be reopened, if it will be reopened. We've been told that it might be. It won't be today. There's some paint left from some of the cars the other week floating. Yes, yeah, there are some reasons given. If you bear with me, I'll ask one of the police officers, just to help explain. Yes, why they blocked the road? We will find out momentarily. And I'm just going to ask one of the police officers. So, is it going to reopen today?
No.
How long do you think it'll be closed for?
So it's closed at the moment, ongoing until the barriers go in place, which the council are installing, which we've been told it's going to be in for about 18 months.
18 months. And when, I don't know, Kelly, and when will those barriers go in?
They're on order, so it's just as soon as they arrive, they'll be installed.
Okay. Is it police presence down here until
I believe so.
The barriers come in? So there you go. Thank you for that, by the way. So as you can see, road closed. YouTubers unhappy. And ran down the end. The cyclist coming through. Still not going through the water. Let's take a wander up to this end, see where the road's closed from. So as we can see, it's just got negative impact on pedestrians and cyclists. The only people it's impacting really is the shop at Rufford Ford Mill. Just before Christmas, that's nice for them. I'm sure they're going to be laying off some staff there. And of course, it affects the traffic. So any traffic that was going to go through, or would normally go through here, is now going to have to go through the high street and all the heavier residential areas. So if you, say, for example, had a lorry that you needed to bring through here, you now can't. That's going to have to go through towards town. So that, of course, is also going to have an impact. So those of you that do watch the channels, the action that you see is generally filmed over 8 to 10 hours. So yeah, there's someone that just posted there that people going through at 50 miles an hour have ruined it for everyone. Yeah, I hear what you're saying there, but point being, it wasn't 50 miles an hour 7 days a week 24/7. That was literally a weekend, an occasional occurrence. It wasn't for 8 hours a day, even at the weekend. So the bits that you see on YouTube they're the bits that Tom and myself have filmed and the other YouTubers, but we'll stand out there for 8 to 10 hours filming, and then we compile the choicest bits together and show them to you. So it's not like that all day. So we've got a really nice M3 here. Looks like he's come down to look at the Ford, but he is now turning around. So we've got a trials bike. Is he going to carry on and go through, or is he going to turn round? Nope, he's turned off. Got one of the farmers here, looking happy. Sorry? I'm still filming. It's all good. I'm just live streaming. I haven't seen you for ages. You doing all right?
Yeah, well, you shagged up the road, haven't you?
Oh, I haven't.
Yes, you have. Before YouTubers come, the job was all right.
Ah, that's good. That's the farmer talking to us, by the way. Oh, that was an interesting one. Go straight for the police cars there. So yeah, that was the farmer. He doesn't really have much to say. Strangely enough, when there's nobody around, he has plenty to say. But yeah, when he's being recorded, he doesn't really have anything to say. So Tom and myself just taking a walk back up. Is there not another Ford? Yes, don't worry, Backpack J, there's plenty of Fords. None of our channels are closing. None of our channels are closing. We will be bringing you more content every week. Vehicles versus water. Thanks, Craig, I saw that. Craig just posted saying it's all our fault. So for anyone not sure, Craig, Vehicles versus Water, is one of the chaps we regularly film with. Can a push bike ride through? Yes, but they never choose to. They always choose to go on the footpath, which they've fought so hard for, so that they can use the roads, but they don't use it here. But now that it is very shallow, they can be very happy and ride through the puddle. Well, it's appreciated, Lenny, the fact that you're still watching. It is appreciated. But you never know what might happen down here. You know, it's picking up in the day, so more cars will turn up, bikes will turn up. Invariably, someone, I'm sure, will come through and try and go through or want to argue. Yes, of course, the farmers just blamed us for this. I don't quite think that we phoned the local constabulary and said, hey, can you come out and block the road? I don't quite think that's the case at all. But, you know, it's all good. But Tom's channel, all the channels, it's absolutely fine. I don't know if they're going to be here all night. I'm sure they probably will be. It'd be great if you come over. Make sure you send us a message, and we'll there'll be another location for you to go to soon. Don't worry about that. Why is it closed when the water is so low? That is a really good question. I can always ask. I'm being asked, why is it closed when the water's so low?
I think the decision's just been made just to close it all together. Obviously, the risk that the water gets higher. It's recently got lower because the local farmers cleared all the weirs out that have been put up by the people that come and do the filming and obviously drive through it and stuff. So that's the reason why it's managed to get so low.
I know we don't put stuff in there.
I'm not saying you personally, but you know, there's obviously a number of people that come and sort of make it so that the water holds in the Ford. So what they've done is they've cleared it out so it can get low, but the closure was planned anyway. And
Yeah.
obviously, it's potentially it's just going to get deeper again, and it's just the risk to members of the public. So
There you go. There you go. I can't comment on that one, Nick, but that was good. Yes, well, the parish council, strange enough, one of their members, we've actually got footage of them pushing all the rocks away that stops all the plastic going down the river. And of course, where they've pushed that away, the plastic went down the river. The plastic then clogged the river because it didn't get stopped on the rocks, and we weren't then able to go and pull it out. And then the farmer had to go and clear his ditches, which I'm sure he's supposed to do anyway. So not entirely sure there. Yes. So you got someone here trying to organise their wedding and everything else, and they can't actually now get to their wedding because of the road closure. So the bride will probably have to be dropped off in the car park. That'll be nice for him or her. And then they'll have to walk through the car park and the leaves, whereas previously they could drive up here, drive in, and then go get married in the hall there. Yes, there is a 5-minute diversion route. Yes, the police officer has been told that people were putting things in the water. As I mentioned, we've actually got footage of one of the local councillors, parish councillors, pushing the rocks out of the way and then stating that he doesn't care about the things going down the river. It's the farmer's problem. Thanks, Dr. Maxwell. It's not over yet. It's not the end of the road. We certainly haven't finished filming at Fords or anything like this. It's fine, Backpack Jay. We do have a new Ford. It is absolutely fine. And you never know what will happen with the developments here. I'm sure it's going to have a further impact on the outside community, the traffic in the surrounding town and villages and the other roadways, because this is the main cut through for the heavy goods vehicles. So they would come through here, and the far end of the road down that way there's a main road which is more suitable for the HGVs. Yes, we do go into the water and we do retrieve car bits. There used to be, I'll tell you, in fact I'll show you where the pile used to be. So on previous videos on the channel, you'll see where this was absolutely full of plastic and debris, which we used to stack here so it wouldn't go into the ecosystem, and then it would get collected by the council. But like I said, somebody pushed all the rocks out of the way. And then, because he pushed the rocks out of the way, saying he didn't care about the farmer, all the debris then started to go down here, which then blocked everything up, which the farmer blamed us for. Yeah, not a lot you can really say there, but the farmer was then told he had to dredge this. So yeah. But I mean, it's still friendly down here. The police are being friendly. I don't think they'll let us drive through it. But it is really shallow down here today. Absolutely shallow as anything. In fact, this is the shallowest I've seen it since someone drained the river, the lake, isn't it, Tom? Well, you'd say this is lower than when the river was drained, or? Tom's scrolling through the phone trying to find a picture for you of when the river was at its lowest. But gone are the crowds that are normally here. Normally on a Saturday this would be absolutely packed with people, families enjoying themselves. You know, the children clapping and cheering at cars splashing through the water, not even if the car's going fast. Hey Jarmel, are you from San Francisco? Jarmel's one of the long-term subscribers to the channel, so thank you. Big shout out to you there. But yeah, normally we'd have all the crowds here, but none of that going on now. But so don't worry too much. The channel will continue strong. There's a lot of footage that we haven't published yet, especially from the last year. So that will still go out every month, every week. That will go out, and of course we've got a new location, which we'll either start broadcasting from or filming from tomorrow. It does rebel with the calls. It does ruin all the fun of the floating cars, because nothing says it like a floating car. Actually, strange enough, from one of the floating cars, there's some paint on the side of the bridge. I've got to say, it's kind of nice being able to jump out around this part without risk of getting squashed. But yeah, so for the last floating car that was here, there you have its glorious red paint all down the side of the bridge there. I think, Tom, that's on your channel, isn't it? The car that floated down this way. So yeah, Tom Sunderland's channel. You'll find the most footage on there anyway. He's down here the most out of all of us. If you ever wondered what it's like through here. There's a view under the bridge. No, we don't glorify the speeders. Oh, that's on Tom's channel there, so that's the Vauxhall that did that. Yes, Renee. We don't know what actually happened or what condition the motorcyclist is in. As far as we know, one of the other YouTubers that captured the incident was in contact for a while. The motorcyclist was talking to them via text message, and was waiting for his leg to heal up. So I would suggest that the leg was saved. Oh, here comes another member of the public, one of the locals, who seems rather happy. I wonder if Tom will be shouted at today by the locals. That would be funny. Photographer there talking to the police. Nothing to photograph today for him. There's another couple coming down. Let's say gone are the queues for the cafe there. Yeah, vehicles versus water. Yes, yes, indeed. Yeah, I did. Last time I was filming down here, week before last, there was a recovery truck that just turned up. Am I ready to answer the same questions again? Thanks, Inky. I'll always try and answer the same questions. Indeed, Nick D. They generally make for some interesting content and interesting footage. Oh, of course not. Of course not. So when the local economy starts to go down the pan, and this place is deserted and all the nefarious miscreants come out, then I'm sure that yeah. But I don't think it's going to be a permanent thing. I've got two different answers so far. One of it's going to get closed in 18 months with bollards, and the other one is it will be closed for 18 months with bollards. Ah, good morning from Brazil. Good morning indeed. So let's take another little wander. We'll take a wander up the pathway here, so we can have a look. Some vehicles turning round. Motorbikes up the top there. What happened to the motorcyclist that crashed? He crashed, he hurt his leg, and he's recovering. Not this motorcyclist though. Fortunately, he's keeping that rubber side down. We now have vapors on the bridge. Perhaps people will complain about people vaping on the bridge. Hello from Guernsey. So again, normally this place would be absolutely rammed with people. The queue would be coming out of the mill tea shop. But as we can see, there is no queue in there today. There's one police officer talking to the staff, but no queue. Lots of staff, but no queue. So I'm sure we can all work out what happens when there's lots of staff and no customers. That's going to be nice for them just this few weeks before Christmas. Yes, clearly in trouble for vaping too fast.
Down to obviously the council deciding when it's safe to be open.
That's funny, Renault, that's funny. Yeah, maybe in the summer, Tom, myself, I have a little rubber ring floating race down here. I definitely think we should have some rubber duck racing down here. Yes, now we have a speeding cyclist.
Yeah.
Gents, how you doing? Yeah.
So more cars down the end. Discovering this probably is the end for them for a while. Hey, Holly Turner. Hello, Holly. Massive shout out to Holly Turner. That is absolutely lovely to see you on my channel. So, yep, now we've got the BMW turning around at the end. Motorcyclist move his vehicle. Just one other YouTuber here and a lot of police. I'll just take another walk for everybody, show you the surrounding area, what's going on, what's occurring here. So for those that aren't sure yet, Rufford Ford has been closed. The council have asked the police to close the road. The road has now been closed. Police car there.
I'll probably not to see him.
And as we can see, a very large police van at the end. It's the barbed wire that's been put in place by the local farmer as well. Not sure if that's right, having the barbed wire this close to the pavement, but there you go. But at least the local hasn't found the need to vandalise the signs and bolt them shut today. No, it's not going to be a permanent thing. I think the intention is to have a look and see how it impacts the local roads, the local villages, and probably just to tone it down here for the foreseeable future, but not long-term future. It is cold here today, though. I'm not going to lie on that one. It's cold. So we have a massive police van blocking the road. Because they're clearly driving back the swaths of people that have turned up en masse. Because that's why they're here, to stop the waves of people being here. It's got some cyclists coming through.
Cheers. Thank you. Thank you.
So they have the road to themselves. Will they go? Yeah, I hear you there on that barbed wire issue. It is quite worrying. I mean, there's no ditch or anything. It's literally just right up to the already there wooden fence. The barbed wire has gone through. It's on the gate, it's on the fence. So where the tree is overspilling, and the trees are overspilling, the barbed wire is now hidden in behind the tree as well. That's the part that worries me, that part there. But that's okay, because the crowds have gone. So there is no more crowds at Rufford Ford. There's no one to walk into the barbed wire, just some cyclists who are now having a chat on the bridge. And the cafe is still empty, but all the full employees in there.
Into Bobbinshaw, down to Crookford, and then turn off, and then if it brings you out, it's 614 straight across into Tingle Park.
Oh, SZP Hammer, finally. Ah, you want a local residence?
Yeah, you would do, yeah. And another one if you like, which is a link with.
So let's take a wander up the other end, see if we've got any more cars coming down. That's certainly a bleak day for Rufford Ford. Oh, there's a Land Rover down the far end, just turning round. He's obviously come for a bit of a wheel wash. I love these comments saying, "Oh, wise decision at last." Well, possibly short term for the Ford, long term for the locals of the area where the traffic is now going through, past where they live and their children play. I don't think they'll agree with you, especially with all the HGVs and everything else going through the town. So the knock-on effect from that is going to be quite astronomical. Cyclist coming through. Is he going to go for the water? A bit of abuse from the cyclist there. He's gobbing off at me. I'm being pointed at now. So we'll have a little walk around, a little wander down. Find out what's going on. I mean, is this now so the police can protect the cyclists while they have a little chat on the bridge? He woke us caught up with Rufford Ford. Yeah. Kind of, James. I mean, one came out, the farmer came out and had some mutterings, but didn't really have anything constructive to say, apart from blaming YouTubers for the way people drive, saying YouTubers have caused all of this, which is a little strange. But as you can see, it's very quiet. Hey, yeah. Yeah, it's just one of the locals there. Very quiet, isn't it? So that's one of the locals. Won't show you his face or him, but he was one of the people that decided to campaign ferociously to have the road closed. That's obviously so that you can have a quiet country walk to go and collect his paper or whatever he's got. Oh, absolutely, Jay. The farmer didn't dredge his ditch for a very long time, and they was finally made to dredge it. The farmer complained because the water was very deep and he didn't like the cars getting stuck. The farmer then complained and was told to dredge the channel there, so he did, and then it got shallow. But that's, you know, that's the water height is between the locals and the farmer, local council and the farmer. The main issue was the drivers of the cars, which is their responsibility to how they drive through. And when it got shallow, when it got shallow, the people started driving very, very fast through here. Yeah, the camera's down, but the cameras are normally down here. We're down here between us 7 days a week. It's only at the weekends that it starts to get really busy, but of course people will then come and visit for the weekend, so they can then come look at the place, go for a walk around the place and visit the cafe. And they could then watch the cars splashing through. It's down to the individual driver how they decide to drive through. What's the point in being here now? Well, what's the point in watching the channel then? The other 229 people are quite happy. Yeah, the motorbike crash was quite horrible. The YouTubers tried to turn the guy around. They said to him, look, just don't go through. But unfortunately, he decided that he wanted to try and ride through, as we all do. Sometimes we make really poor choices, either on our BMX, our mountain bike, our motorbike, our off-roader or our car. And unfortunately, he made a poor choice that day. Fortunately, he's lived to tell the tale. Fortunately, he is healing up and recovering. But this is, unfortunately, this is the Saturday at Rufford Ford. So thank you everybody for watching this morning, watching the live stream. It's very kind of you. Thank you for everybody for watching the channel. Please continue to watch the channels because we will continue at the new location. So all will be good. There's a midlife crisis.